Well, it's time for our weekly financial forecast. We're here with Tim Fitzwilliams of Fitzwilliams Financial. It was a Thursday last week. We're back on our Tuesday schedule here. Shorter amount of time in between financial forecasts. Are you doing okay? Are you back up to energy's back up?
Oh yeah, energy's here.
Knowing you, I don't think it ever went down, to be honest. Now, look,
Right.
It's the middle of August. School's about to start up again, including college. And young people go off to college, they gain some independence, including over their finances. So naturally, we want to make sure they manage them in the right way.
Correct.
What are tips for college students who are starting on that journey?
Well, I think nowadays it's easier than ever to create like a budget. You've got budget apps, you've got AI you can use. So I think one is to create a budget. And then two, don't fall victim to all the credit card offers that are going to slam you as soon as you walk in the college front door. I think that's key. Really take your time, research, see what the value is, see if it has a reward system, and then go from there.
Okay, and credit cards is something we're going to stay on here. Delinquency
Sure.
rates are on the rise. What should young people do to make sure that when they do end up with that credit card, they don't end up in that space?
I think it's the mindset that you get the credit card with in the first place. Was it for the purpose of buying something because you couldn't really afford it with the cash? Or was it because you thought there was some extra value maybe in reward points? Hopefully it's the latter. So when a young person is looking at getting a credit card, it's a great idea to see if there's any type of reward points and then build it into your monthly budget that you pay that off, reap the rewards, and not let the interest build up on that debt.
How critical is it to pay it off right away? Don't wait around. Don't think that you can make it up on the back end. Pay that thing off immediately, right?
Well, that is a good mindset to have. Sometimes you may need a little bit of leverage and some time, but the idea is to get it done as soon as you can. Try to get it paid off as fast as you can. That's what I would say.
Now, we're talking leverage. Is that just with credit cards?
Not at all. In fact, that's something we're really watching, Connor. We're concerned about over the market. In fact, the first quarter showed that there was $622 billion of leveraged accounts. That's people with stocks taking loans against their stocks to do something. And that's more than double what the historical average has been. So our concern is we're more leveraged than we've been in a long time. And that's can lead us into that bubble effect, can lead us into a rough territory, especially when there's a lot of hype going on at the same time. So we're seeing leverage across the whole market.
And you, very quickly here, you mentioned taking out those loans against their stocks to do something. What is that something?
Sometimes it's to buy into a private fund or something like we talked about last week,
Right.
where they're buying into a hedge fund or buying into a private placement or buying something else.
Yeah.
So you borrow the asset and, it's just like a credit card.
Absolutely. You got to be careful. Now, is this silk here? I see that you're coming through with a whole different material on the pocket
this
square
is
there.
the
Okay.
pocket square is silk. Yes.
We're going to have to talk about that off camera. That's
We will,
very
for
nice
sure.
there. It's very shiny. Now, the financial forecast, that airs every Tuesday in our 4
Yes, sir.
p.m. news show. Tim will be back next Tuesday. And if you have questions for him, email us at financialforecast@13newsnow.com.